Hi, it's Emma with Polly's Paper Crafts, and this is my 3rd December daily video, or my first day. So the photos that I'm using are from my Instagram feed, which is at Polly's Paper Crafts. I will put that on the screen somewhere here. So if you are following me, then you will have seen a lot of these photos. If you are not, then head on over there and click follow. But I have been following the Like Forever December Day by Day prompts, which I've been tagging as hashtag LFE December Day by Day. So the first prompt was Advent. So obviously you automatically think on December the 1st, Advent calendar. Now, I am a big child. I've always had an advent calendar, and you kind of feel that as you get a bit older, that maybe you shouldn't have one. And I don't see why I shouldn't. So instead of like a cardboard one where you open the windows that we always have every year, feeling a little bit more grown up, thought I would have a wooden one, so more of a decorative piece as well as an advent calendar. Now, me and my mum had seen a really nice one in MacLeod, which is a shop here in the UK. It was like a rustic sort of white painted wood house, and it was really, really pretty. And you know how it's one of those things where in hindsight it was wow, we really should have bought it while we saw it. But at the time it was like middle of November, and we thought, we got plenty of time. December's ages away. And then, of course, December rolls around and still no advent calendar. And by the time we went to buy it, it wasn't in stock anymore, and they weren't going to get it back in stock. Surprise, surprise. So, on the 1st of December, it was a Tuesday, so I was at work. But my lovely mum did a bit of a mad dash around all shops, really, to try and find one that we would like. And in the end, she found this really nice wooden one from Asda. It's not painted white, but I can rectify that in the future if I want to. But actually, I quite like it. It's rustic and it's just really nice. And it lights up, which the one from MacLeod did not. So yeah, I was really happy with my advent calendar in the end, and I still am. It's got all little drawers in, and yeah, I really like it. So while I've been waffling on, I was struggling to choose a background paper because I didn't want it to be too busy. I wanted my photo to stand out, and I wasn't sure how I was going to achieve that. So, as with my normal scrapbooking, I went to trusty white card and used white card as my background. And then if you saw my sort of title page, my 2015 sort of title page, then I used a lot of gold embossing powder on that one. And I wanted to sort of carry that through, and gold and silver will be something that I, hopefully, fingers crossed, carry through the album. So I used my Jenny Bolin Star stencil and some Versamark ink and just taped that down and used Wow embossing powder to do a load of stars in the background, and then my 4x4 Instagram photos going over the top. I have also laid down some gold glitter washi tape, which I mentioned in that title page video as well. It's from Marks and Spencer's. It is a decorative tape more than a washi, and the glitter doesn't rub off. It's like really sparkly, but it doesn't rub off. So I sort of tore that in half off the roll, kind of a la Missy Whidden. She's amazing, or Amazeballs, as I commented on her photo, one of her videos. So yeah, I've sort of ripped that in half and put that in 2 places. So I've put it at the top of the page, and then just at the bottom, in the bottom right hand corner of the photo. And obviously my advent calendar goes to day 24, so I've stuck a little 25 in the bottom corner, as that is Christmas Day. So that ticket that I'm sticking on the top left-hand corner says child. It's like a child admission ticket. And I wrote such a, because I was such a child, over the fact that I really wanted an advent calendar. But then I wrote the such a little bit too far up, so I filled in that gap. It looked a bit odd, so I filled in that gap with lots of hearts. And that works for me. And throughout this album, like I said in previous videos, I'm going to be using vintage photo distress ink just to tie things together. And I'm also going to be using a Staedtler Triplus fine line pen, and I'm going to be using brown. I just think black is a little bit too harsh, and the brown, it shows up while still like retaining that warmth, I suppose. So yeah, that will be carried throughout my album. And here I'm doing my journaling, which is for over the other side. So I'm using this Cocoa Vanilla striped, it's like a candy cane striped paper. That's going to be my background, and then I'm going to do my journaling on a piece of white, so it breaks it up, which I really like, and it carries over, because I use that stripe as a mat for my photo on the other side. It has that continuity across the pages. And I've got my phone off to the side there because obviously, like I said, I was following along with the prompts on my Instagram, and the kind of point of me doing that was that I was doing it daily, or trying to do it daily, and doing my journaling there and then under the photo. So hopefully, as I go through this, I don't really have to think too hard about what I'm going to write, because it's already sort of journaled into Instagram, or that's the idea anyway. You can see on that white piece of card where I'm going to do my journaling, I've got 3 little Christmas trees. I actually found those in my in a box that's under my desk, and it's got sort of old boxes that I had presents in and all that kind of thing. So it's actually Christmas tree confetti, but they're like little sequins. So I've sort of added those to my pile of stuff for this project. Here I got really annoyed at myself because, and I'm blaming Tiffany and Tracy from the Scrap Gals for this, because I was listening to their podcast trying to write December and completely spelt it wrong. I think I put Demember. So yeah, blaming those guys. So I've cut that, well, I didn't cut it, but I've peeled it up and sort of folded it around the back, and I've just put 1st of December on that tag that's now in the corner, which is fine. So I just skipped through my journaling there, and I've just put, I'll read you my journaling. I've just put, every year since I was a kid, Mum has bought me an advent calendar, but now I'm 23 and had decided I wanted a wooden advent calendar. We had seen a lovely white wooden one in MacLeod, but we left it too late to actually go and buy it. So a last-minute dash by Mum on the 1st, and she found one in Asda, and it lights up. She's a star. So I'm gluing those sequins down, and I've pulled out one of those pink Paislee Yuletide canvas stars, and this one's got a red zigzag on it, and that will be stapled with my tiny attacher at the bottom next to She's a Star. And I'm putting some Cocoa Vanilla enamel dots at the top there. You can't really see them on the video, but I think you'll see them in the close-ups at the end. Sticking down my journaling. And so far, I'm really enjoying this. I did most of these pages in one day, and yeah, I was on a roll with it. Or I felt like I was anyway. I'm just going through the little bits and pieces that I've got left from the Crepe Paper Wonder collection, because some of the colours in the Wonder collection were quite muted, as are the ones in the Cocoa Vanilla collection, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to use up some of those. So I just used the Maggie Holmes Shine roller stamp on the bottom of my journaling, and I just stamped Treasured Memories in the vintage photo. So I'm leaving you with some close-ups, guys. Please comment down below and let me know what you think. I'm really enjoying this. I like the smaller size. Let me know if you want to see more. And thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.